In Luke 8:17, Jesus teaches us that there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. This verse reminds us that secrets will eventually come to light, and when they do, we'll be forced to confront the truth. But what if we chose to be honest from the start? What if we shared our secrets, and in doing so, found freedom and liberation? Secrets have a strange power over us, don't they? They can be both burdensome and liberating, weighing us down or setting us free. And that's what we're going to explore today, the hidden secrets that we keep, and what Luke 8:17 can teach us about them. Keeping secrets can be a heavy load to carry. It's like having a constant voice in the back of your mind, whispering, "What if?" And, "What then?" For some, it's the fear of exposure that keeps them up at night, while for others, it's the emotional toll of hiding a part of themselves. We've all been there at some point or another, hiding behind a mask of perfection, pretending that everything is okay when it's not. But the weight of secrecy can be crushing, can't it? It's exhausting trying to keep up the charade, to remember who you told what to, and what lies you've spun to cover up the truth. And the worst part is, the more you hide, the more you begin to lose yourself in the process. You start to question your own identity, your own worth, and your own belonging. It's a vicious cycle, and one that's hard to escape.
But what about the fear of being found out? Of being judged, rejected, or ostracized because of something you've kept hidden? That fear can be paralyzing, can't it? It's what keeps us awake at night, replaying worst-case scenarios over and over in our minds. And it's what drives us to keep our secrets locked away, hidden deep within ourselves. The irony is, the more we hide, the more we become trapped in our own secrets. We become prisoners of our own making, stuck in a cycle of fear and shame. But what if we could break free from that cycle? What if we could find the courage to be honest, to be vulnerable, and to be authentic?
When we try to understand why people keep secrets, we often find that it's because they're trying to protect themselves or others from getting hurt. They're trying to avoid conflict, rejection, or judgment. But in doing so, they're also depriving themselves of the chance to heal, to grow, and to connect with others on a deeper level. People often choose to keep secrets because they're afraid of being seen as flawed, as imperfect, or as vulnerable. They're afraid that if others see the real them, they'll be rejected or abandoned. But the truth is, our imperfections are what make us human. They're what make us relatable, and what allow us to connect with others on a deeper level. When we keep secrets, we're not just hiding from others, we're also hiding from ourselves. We're hiding from the parts of ourselves that we're ashamed of, that we're embarrassed by, or that we're afraid to confront. But what if we could confront those parts of ourselves, head on? What if we could acknowledge our flaws, our fears, and our insecurities, and still choose to love ourselves anyway? That's what Luke 8:17 teaches us, that our secrets will be brought to light, one way or another. It's a passage that reminds us that honesty is the best policy, and that authenticity is the key to true freedom. Secrets have an incredible power over our lives. They can be both burdensome and liberating, and that's what makes them so fascinating. Today, we're going to explore what Luke 8:17 teaches us about secrets and how they shape our relationships and ourselves. When we harbor secrets, it's like carrying a weight on our shoulders. We're constantly looking over our shoulder, worried that someone might discover the truth. The fear of exposure can be overwhelming, and it takes a toll on our emotional well-being. We begin to feel like we're living a lie, and that sense of duplicity eats away at our self-esteem. The fear of being judged or rejected is a powerful motivator to keep secrets hidden. We might feel like we're protecting ourselves or others, but in reality, we're just perpetuating a cycle of fear and anxiety. The emotional toll of keeping secrets can be devastating, leading to feelings of guilt, shame, and isolation. As the weight of the secret grows heavier, we might start to experience physical symptoms like headaches, insomnia, or digestive problems. It's like our body is screaming at us to release the burden, but our minds are too afraid to let go. We become trapped in a prison of our own making, and it's hard to see a way out. The longer we hold on to secrets, the more they begin to define us. We start to identify ourselves with the secret, and it becomes a part of our identity. We might feel like we're living a double life, and that's a heavy cross to bear. So, why do people choose to keep secrets? Sometimes, it's to avoid conflict or maintain a sense of control. Other times, it's to protect ourselves from the consequences of our actions. But whatever the reason, the result is the same: we're trapped in a cycle of secrecy and deception. One of the most fascinating aspects of keeping secrets is the psychology behind it. What drives us to hide aspects of our lives? Is it fear, shame, or a desire for power? When we explore the motivations behind secrecy, we begin to see that it's not just about the secret itself, but about what it represents. Take, for example, the story of a person who's been keeping a secret affair from their partner. On the surface, it might seem like a simple case of infidelity, but scratch beneath the surface, and you'll find a complex web of motivations and desires. Maybe the person is seeking excitement or validation outside their relationship. Maybe they're trying to fill a void left by a lack of intimacy or connection. Whatever the reason, the secret becomes a symbol of something deeper, a reflection of our own insecurities and fears. I remember a story about a friend who kept a secret from her family for years. She had made a mistake in her past, and she was terrified of being judged or rejected by her loved ones. She carried that secret around for years, until one day, she finally confessed. The reaction was not what she expected. Instead of condemnation, she received love, understanding, and forgiveness. That moment was liberating for her, and it changed the course of her relationships forever. In Luke 8:17, Jesus teaches us that, "There is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open." This verse reminds us that secrets will eventually come to light, and when they do, we'll be forced to confront the truth. But what if we chose to be honest from the start? What if we shared our secrets, and in doing so, found freedom and liberation?
In summary, today we've explored the power of secrets, the challenges of keeping them, and the psychology behind secrecy. We've seen how secrets can define us, but also how they can liberate us when we choose to share them. Remember, honesty is the first step towards freedom, and it's time for us to take that step.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment below with your thoughts on secrets. What's the most difficult secret you've ever kept, or what's the most liberating experience you've had when sharing a hidden truth? Let's continue the conversation, and I'll see you in the next video.